Hello everyone, and now we come to lesson 2 of unit 2. Today we are going to talk about a very important thing. It's fever. Kindly prepare your books on pages 22 and 23 in your learner's books and 18 and 19 in your activity books. What are we going to learn today?
Listening, listen for specific information. Speaking, talk about being ill, talk about charities. Reading, read an information text. Writing, complete questions. Critical thinking, work with graphs. Study skills, using visual clues to predict the content of a text. Language focus, quantifiers. Vocabulary, fever, temperature, infection, disease, infect, tropical, mosquito, parasite, vaccine, net.
So today we are going to first revise something. Do you remember this, the illnesses and their symptoms from last lesson? We need to revise them. Both the video, try to remember what you've learned about them. These are the illnesses, what were their symptoms. Take your time. Okay, so let's get back. A sore throat. What were the symptoms? Yes, lost voice. How about the stomach ache? Tummy hurts and feel sick. How about a cold? Blocked nose and a runny nose. How about a fever? Yes, we started shivering, no energy and sweating. How about headache? Head hurts and a cough? Yes, you've got a chesty cough. Alright, so these are the illnesses and symptoms we've learned last lesson. Let's talk about it. Fever. What is a fever? Try to think, try to remember, try to know about. Do you know anything about a fever? Yes, let's listen about it.
A fever is when our body temperature increases because of an infection. A normal body temperature is about 37 degrees Celsius. If you have a fever, it can rise to 40 degrees Celsius or more.
Now it's your time of speaking. I like to start with you. You express yourself. You try to apply the things we learn on you, on yourself, on your life. So, fever. Have you ever had a fever? How did you feel if you ever had? How long did it last? Both the video, try to remember such things. Try to speak about it. Kindly, if you are not going to do what I'm asking you to do, to stop the video and to speak about something or write something, this is going to be just like a boring movie. It will not benefit you. So to make it useful, you need to pause the video and start using your abilities. Even it's challenging. The more it's challenging, the more you are going to learn and think. Thank you. Back. Let's check our strategies for making predictions. Today I want to teach you something, how you would understand what this very big or long text is about. One of the strategies that help you to make predictions, to understand the text, is there are maybe 1, 2 or 3 of these. Let's see together which ones would help you. You guess first. Look at pictures. Looking at a picture, will it help you to try to understand or to know what this is about? Read the whole text in detail. Look at the type of text, magazine, article, leaflet. Yes. Very often, texts are accompanied by pictures. Why they put pictures? What is the purpose of the pictures? Yes, they show what the text is about. What other things can help you find out what a text is about? Yes, titles. Titles would tell you what this is about. If you read the title fever, so we are going to speak about fever. So now, which one of the three will help you? Of course, looking at pictures and look at the type of the text. Now, I'm going to show you a text with pictures and a title, and big titles actually, and tell me if they help you or not. Look here. Look at the photos. What do you think the text is about? Look here and there. Look at these titles. Yes. So now, reading the titles, what is malaria, and seeing these mosquitoes and this net for mosquitoes, so now you know what this text is about. Now, let's try another strategy to try to understand reading. One of the strategies of reading is making predictions. Before we read a text, we can use visual clues to help us identify what a text is about. Look here. I have switched the text from your book. It's not the same in your book. In your book you have the text and then the questions, but I just put the questions first. Why is that? Reading the questions first is one of the strategies that help you understand the text better. How is that? Because they give you ideas about what you are going to read. And once you start reading, it's not something you don't know. You know something about this text. For example, here, let's read the first 6 questions first.
1. Malaria is unusual in hot, tropical countries. 2. Malaria is a deadly disease. 3. Mosquitoes carry a parasite which causes the disease. 4. A high temperature is a symptom of malaria. 5. There are a lot of vaccines which prevent malaria. 6. Mosquito nets help stop malaria infection.
Now, even if you don't know all the words here, but at least there is one word that's repeated in all of them. Malaria, malaria.
1. Malaria is unusual in hot, tropical countries. 2. Malaria is a deadly disease. 3. Mosquitoes carry a parasite which causes the disease. 4. A high temperature is a symptom of malaria. 5. There are a lot of vaccines which prevent malaria. 6. Mosquito nets help stop malaria infection.
What is malaria? Malaria is a very serious disease which infects 300 to 500 million people every year. It is most common in hot tropical countries in the Americas, Asia, and Africa. 1 person dies every second from malaria. What causes malaria? A lot of mosquitoes in hot tropical countries carry a parasite which causes malaria. When a mosquito bites a person, the parasite can get into the blood. They don't need to infect much blood to make someone very ill. What are the symptoms? If you have malaria, you will experience many symptoms, such as a high fever, headaches and being sick. How can we stop people getting malaria? Although there are plenty of vaccines which protect us from diseases, there is no vaccine for malaria yet. So all families need to sleep under mosquito nets which are treated with chemicals that make the mosquitoes stay away. For families with little money, an organization called Malaria No More does a lot of work to get mosquito nets to them. The nets are so big that several people from the same family can sleep under one net. This means that more people can live a healthy life, free from the disease.
Now, we come back to the same questions. So what did I do? Yes, I started with easy questions to tell you how important it is to read the questions. And now we are going to go here to look at the sentences and say if they are true or false. Now you listen to everything. So let's see. Malaria is unusual in hot tropical countries. Is it true or false? false. It's usual. It's not unusual. Alright? How about if it's a deadly disease, is it? Yes. Can mosquitoes carry parasite? Yes. High temperature is a symptom of malaria? Yes. There are a lot of vaccines which prevent malaria? No. Mosquitoes' nets help stop malaria infection? Does it? Yes. Now we are going to go to your activity book. We are going to read and choose the best title for the article. This is different now. We are going to read the text first and we are trying to see the best title for this. Is it stomach upset, the flu, non-stop sneezing? Let's see. Take your time, pause the video, read the text, and then you can resume.